see a ghost. Come back with me telling you a story.
What story will you tell us?
I live in a big house. This house was used to be a hospital in the country town, but this family in which I live bought this hospital and make it a house.
Wow.
So one part of the hospital became their house, and other parts became accommodation to be rented by people who need to stay at night or two or longer. Thanks to them that I was allowed to live with them. We share kitchen, we share dining table, we share living room, we share everything, almost everything, but not bedroom and toilet though. So in that first month, I remember that when I was in year 8 class, one student asked me whether I had seen Nancy a ghost.
What?
Nancy a ghost. At the time, I was thinking quite a while because first, I had been introduced to his mom's mother-in-law, whose name is Nancy, and she was still alive at the time. The second of all, I was thinking that I almost couldn't relate because I thought that Western people, including Australian people, didn't believe in such a thing as ghosts. I was asked about that, but then I say no with that speed. I did face no because I'm sure I didn't see, but I think I ever felt something because he asked whether I have heard a sound of door opening or closing. So afterwards, after that day, after that time, I recalled back what happened at the first time I came to the house. So I was brought by my friend who was the Indonesian teacher at school, and in the house there was only the host mom. So I was introduced to her, and then we talked a bit, and then my friend, all of us heard a sound of a door opening and closing. And then my friend was like, "What's that? What's that?" And then my host mom said, "Oh, it's just a wind. It's just a wind." And after that, we were taken to house tour. So my host mom took us to see the door that made the sound, and behind the door there were 3 bedrooms of them, while my bedroom was in the other end. So and then I also remember that sometimes when I was alone, and it was every Thursday, I had a day off. I was alone all by myself, and it is during the day, and I heard the sound of a door opening and closing. So yeah, after the event, after the student asked me about ghosts, and then I was thinking to do observation. So I observed what time or in what occasion the door is opening and closing by itself. So then I observed that it was opening and closing when I was cooking and the exhauster was on. So I was pretty sure that it happened, the door was opening and closing by itself because of the wind or the air pressure. And I feel relief. But one day, after the time. The people in the house left the house except me and the youngest daughter, and we were in our own bedroom. I was in the south side while she was in the other end, and it was country town, it was not crowded with the houses, so one house to another had a quite gap, far gap, and behind the house was paddock, and my room was in the back side. So I heard a sound. It was like people shouted out at the time. I was afraid there was incident or something, so I quickly walked to her room and asked what happened. But she didn't hear anything, so she came to my room to hear something, and it was still happening. And what happened is she just cooed, like cooed through the window, and then people outside replied the cooey by saying the cooey, cooey. Yes, like that, something like that. And several months later, my house mom and my dad's mom went for vacation to another what is it, to Perth. I think, yeah, to Perth, as far as I remember. And it was only me and their other child. So and one night I should have dinner by myself, alone. And outside my bedroom, it was in the dining room, in the kitchen, in the living room, dark, because the other child was out, dining out. I didn't turn on the lamp. I only turned on the kitchen and the dining room, just one lamp or two, because of saving energy, I think, and because it was night, and I would be back to my room straight away after my dinner. But while I was eating, the soap dispenser, the electric one, it was turning on by itself. So it made a sound like if you put your hand underneath it, it made the sound like that, and the soap came out. It was at the sink at the wastafel while I was at the dining table. So I was shocked at the time, right away, because whose hand was underneath it? Whose hand? I was shocked and I was a little bit scared. But I'm a Muslim. If I was scared, I asked for protection to Allah. So I read dua. I read some verses of Quran. I finished my dinner and I went to my room. But actually, what happened was, it was not because something underneath it, but it was because it ran out of battery, which was funny. Well, I was not really afraid or really scared at the time, but it was quite an experience. So, was that really Nancy the ghost? I don't think so.